Cleansing is the first step of any solid skincare routine, but finding a cleanser that doesn't damage your skin barrier is the most important part of picking out a formula that works for you. And since everyone has a different skin type, one cleanser might work well for someone, but not so great for someone else. In this video, I want to show you the best cleanser for each type of skin so that you can set the rest of your products that you use after for success. So stay with me till the end. Also, real quick before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you hit the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and turn the bell on next to it to stay up to date with new weekly videos. Let's start with dry skin and normal skin types. And I've left a link for you down below for options for each skin type that you can check out in the description below. For dry skin, you want creamy or hydrating cleansers that moisturize and soothe out the dry skin, especially formulas that don't leave your skin even drier than when you started off. There are cleansers out there targeted for dry skin, but they still can include fragrances, harsh alcohols, sulfates, and artificial colors, which guess what? Can create drier skin patches over the skin, making it so that you have to load up on a lot more moisturizer. Is that done on purpose? Whatever the case, you want to avoid those ones. If you want to even go a step further, you may want to avoid hyaluronic acid cleansers and opt for ones with ingredients like glycerin, ceramides, niacinamide, urea, squalane, and aquaporins instead. The reason for that I explain in depth in this video, but I get that since it's an ingredient in everything, right? You don't have to avoid it at all costs. Sometimes some cleansers include it, but it's at the end of the ingredient list, which means it contains a lower amount of it. And it's really a cautionary step if your skin doesn't work well with hyaluronic acid, like in the case of fungal acne. And there are two cleansers that I like that comes to mind. The first is a Roche-Posay Toleriane Hydrating Facial Cleanser that doesn't have hyaluronic acid at all. It's glycerin-based, soap-free, fragrance-free, and sulfate-free, which means it will cleanse without drying. The texture is incredibly smooth, gentle, and doesn't foam up, and I'm sure you'll love it. The second one is the Aveeno Oat Calm Plus Restore Nourishing Oat Facial Cleanser, also a glycerin-based cleanser, and it contains oats. The starches and beta-glucan in oats attract water to the skin and form a protective barrier that can help maintain a healthy moisture level. This cleanser actually is good for anyone that doesn't want citric acid either. Some are allergic to it and some aren't, and it's difficult to find cleansers that are citric acid free since brands decide to switch up their old formulas and throw some citric acid in there from time to time. This one also doesn't have any niacinamide or silicones, which is great for anyone who has a hard time with them. Now let's move on to oily skin and combo skin cleansers. You'll do just fine with a foaming or gel cleanser with ingredients like salicylic acid to control excess oil and prevent breakouts. Now this doesn't mean go straight ahead with a 2% salicylic acid, as that can be too harsh for some. Sometimes 0.5% and even lower can provide just enough oil control without causing dryness. Gel cleansers are great for this since they can remove excess oil, dirt, and impurities. The one I would go with is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser, which is great for both normal and oily skin. The reason why is because of its ceramide profile. You can't really beat it. Ceramides are found naturally in the skin and make up 50% of the lipids in the skin barrier. All CeraVe products have 3 essential ceramides, which is why it makes it superior than a lot of other brands. The second one is the Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Oil Reducing Cleanser with Aloe. It's a cream to foam, which makes it ideal for combo skin types too. And it's called the Balancing Cleanser because as it takes out the oil, it puts in a little moisture so that your face doesn't get dried out afterwards. Now, let's talk about sensitive skin. But how do you know if your skin is actually sensitive? Good question. Well, it comes down to your skin barrier. Sensitive skin is skin that has weakened or disrupted skin barrier. So if you're one that experiences redness, flaking, itching, you could have what's known as a compromised skin barrier, which often happens from over-exfoliation or getting hit with too much sun. For this, you want to focus on what ingredients that are not in the cleanser. So fragrance-free and hypoallergenic cleansers with extremely gentle ingredients are going to be your best friend. With these type of cleansers, less is more. But you still need ingredients for a thorough wash though. There's one wash that has the seal of acceptance from the National Eczema Association, which basically means that the product has been reviewed under strict guidelines to make sure it's free of irritants that are safe in eczema. Which one, you might be thinking? It's the Vanicream Gentle Facial Cleanser. It's also glycerin based and it's also a pH balanced formula. But don't worry, it will still gently cleanse your complexion and it doesn't have citric acid either. But let's say you want something that can do a little bit more without affecting the skin barrier, as some of the sensitive skin cleansers are not actually strong enough to remove heavy makeup, and you might have to wash your skin multiple times, which isn't ideal since it could cause even more redness. If you have to wash multiple times, that's okay, but make sure that when you do, you have the right cleanser for it. If you're in this boat, you could try the EltaMD Foaming Facial Cleanser. It contains bromelain, which is an enzyme found in pineapples that reduces inflammation. So basically, it's a gentle enzyme cleanser, but there's not much smell to it, which is nice. The fact that the bottle has a pump makes it very easy to get consistent portions in each use, which helps a lot. Now let's talk about cleansers for acne-prone skin. For these, you want non-comedogenic salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide containing cleansers to target acne. Not all of them are created equally, since some of them still have these cleansing beads and that you don't really want. You should know which type of acne you have or are more prone to, so you can get the best cleanser for your unique individual case. For example, cystic acne usually needs ingredients that are a lot stronger to reduce the lesions, which your doctor will prescribe you. If your skin breaks out with an oily T-zone though, and let's say you get occasional acne, the 4% benzoyl peroxide with 3-ceramides by CeraVe could be a viable solution, since it will keep your skin barrier intact while it fights off acne. If it's your first time, I would introduce it slowly and use a gentle moisturizer after it. It comes out more watery versus other cleansers, so let it sit for about a minute to do its job. And I made a video on everything that you need to know about benzoyl peroxide, which I encourage you to watch after this one. Now, not everyone is a fan of BP, so if that's the case, you could try the Cetaphil Gentle Clear Clarifying Acne Cream Cleanser, which starts to work immediately. This one's great because it also is formulated for those that are acne prone that have a sensitivity at the same time. It contains 2% salicylic acid with aloe and white tea, so you don't get the harsh effects of salicylic acid. The CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser is great too, since it contains a smaller percentage of salicylic acid, which is great enough to still exfoliate that top layer of the skin while still addressing acne. And if you don't go with any of the products I mentioned, that's okay too. There's a ton of great options out there, but what I really wanted you to take out of this video is these 5 extra tips to help maximize the use of your cleanser. 1, always consider the ingredients in your face wash. It's a critical first step in choosing a face wash that will cleanse enough so that your other products can sit well and absorb nicely. And keep an eye out for those harsh chemicals that affect your skin barrier. 2, if your skin feels tight and overly dry after cleansing, there's a chance you may be washing your face too often. The right frequency will depend entirely on your own skin physiology. This could be once a day or twice. 3, limit your showers to 5 to 10 minutes. 4, rubbing or scrubbing your face with a rough abrasive towel can cause redness or irritation. Learn how to pat dry. Also, towels that are not clean may also collect dirt and bacteria that can transfer onto your face and result in clogged pores or breakouts, especially if your towel is near your toilet. And lastly, don't forget your moisturizer and sunscreen. But I'm more curious to learn from you guys though. Do you know of any other solutions that work? Leave them in the comments below, and until then guys, I'll see you on the next one.